Easy for the batsman to get the ball away, in particular in these first 6 overs.
Well, yes, that'll be the advantage. At the same time, extra pace. Something that UAE will... Oh, what a delivery there. Shaping off really well after pitching. And I think it's a good exercise for the UAE boys to play some really raw pace before they get into the Australian wickets with some real pace.
Yeah, they'll have real pace to have to deal with. They'll have the extra bounce as well of the Australian conditions. Preparation will be crucial for them. So, like Robin Singh earlier talking about 3 practice matches ahead of the 2 World Cup official warm-up games. By the time they get to the World Cup, they would have get to their qualifying rounds. They would have played 5 matches in Australian conditions. That will be very key, of course, in preparing the batsmen. And you'll find often the associate nations, when they are elevated to World Cups or when they play against some of the stronger teams, batters do struggle with that pace because they don't face that every day.
True.
Play as often as the other teams, so that'll be very crucial for them.
Oh, how did that miss? How did that miss the bat? Thaskin knows what he's bowled. It's a phenomenal delivery coming into Chirag Suri. That'll wake him up.
Beaut. He's pitched it up just a little bit more than the one before. And that's why he's drawn the batter into the stroke a little bit. The ball before, because it was back of a length, he had time to pull the bat away. This time, looked like he pulled the bat away, but he actually played at that. Try and just pitching that ball up a little bit. Not too much. Give him less time to be able to react. There, that's the length you want to be. Got a good start, Taskin Ahmed.
It's a very, very interesting over. If you're a fan of some good sea movement, this is the over that you should be keeping your eyes on. And this is the man that your eyes should be on completely. Chirag Suri, what will he do on the last delivery? Will he let the ball sail away? Or will he try and play? One last delivery. One last delivery. Oh, he missed it. He went for that. There was a slip in place. Chirag Suri gets a boundary, and that is the end of the over with a 4. 8 without loss, 2 overs gone.
Quick change, boys!
Oh, bottom edge. It's just missed the leg stump. Get the single.
One class, Dasum.
Deep backward square leg, long off to boundary riders.
Hey!
Abal wanting to get through this over quickly. Couple of dots in the single already. Pressure. This opening pair for UAE. Abal quick. He's just getting that ball to skid onto the batsman. Last couple of deliveries are key. Bowled well. Got to make sure that he finishes the over well as well.
Well, yeah, 4 deliveries, just 1 run. Now he's gone big. There's a chance. Nasum says, I'll take it, and he takes it. End of Chirag Suri. He got a boundary in the previous over, but couldn't stay long against the spinner. UAE lose their first 9 for 1, and Chirag Suri has to depart.
Yeah, it's the pressure from those first 4 deliveries in the over. Dot, single, dot, dot. That's what's made him play that big shot. Good bowling change from the captain. And well bowled when he's come into the attack, Nasum Ahmed. He gets a crucial wicket. Chirag Suri goes for 5. UAE 9 for 1.
Arun Lakra comes in to replace Chirag. 4 matches for him, 39 runs. He is a new addition to the side. Fared really well on his ODI debut. Very stylish left-handed batter. 9 for 1 after 3. The call is for 2, but they'll satisfy with just number 1.
I would have been very surprised if I'd seen them come back for 2 there. Ball with the extra pace from Ibadat got to the third man fielder pretty quickly, even though there was the fumble in the hand that slowed it down.
Lakra will be on strike. Right-hand, left-hand combination. It's said that it does trouble the bowlers. It doesn't look like Ibadat is troubled too much. He's bowled well.
Good pace, boy.
Yeah, it just looked like there was a bit of extra bounce in that last delivery. Handled well in the end by Arun Lakra. The wicket where he's looking to go is over that mid-wicket fielder, because there's acres of space behind him and then long on. Ball getting very high on the bat. Asum told everybody to stay away. I'm going to take the catch. Did exactly that. Nice quick from Ibadat.
1 for the over is what the umpire signals, and that's some serious amount of practical tutorial going on how to duck underneath the ball when these lads go on to play on some Aussie wickets.
The thing about T20 cricket is you can't duck too many. You've got to try and get some runs. Of course, they've just lost a wicket. Ibadat's come into the attack. Have a look, can afford to get under 1 or 2. Inside edge. Carry through to the keeper.
Well, when you lose a wicket early on in a big chase, it does put you on the back foot. Then again, that's not in the character of Wasim to get bottled down. He is a fearless batter. Probably just trying to gauge in, trying to soak in the atmosphere. Probably trying to conserve his wicket at the same time. Can't do all of that together when you're playing a T20 and when you're trying to chase 170.
Indeed. Just looking at the comparative scores. The ball to go in the fourth over. Bangladesh were at 27 for 1. UAE just 11 for 1 at this stage. That pressure will be mounting. Weight on this man's shoulders. Dot to finish. A good over, the fourth one. Just 2 runs coming from it. UAE 11 for 1.
A lot of eyes on these young lads. "11 for 1. That's Ahmed Raza in the centre there. Former captain of the UAE national side.
Oh, misfield. Taskin Ahmed just lifting the head before he collected the ball. That'll allow UAE to get a single.
Well, yeah, almost felt like they were stuck in that limbo of the Nelson. 11 for 1, 3 ones none the way. Direct hit might have probably caused some issues, but not here.
He's done well to pick that up. Right, direct hit would have made things interesting. Pulled away. Fielder running in from deep mid-wicket. Does a sterling job on the boundary. Keeps it to just 1.
Wasim wanted the second after the first one. The call was for 2. He was ready. But Arden had gone deep inside the crease. For him then to turn around for the second. Wasim's gone big. And is that the first 6 of the innings? It is. UAE get their first 6 and get on to the score of 20. Oh, there's someone who's disappointed.
No, he certainly didn't enjoy that, but this is nicely played. Calculated from Wasim, just gave himself a bit of room. Went over the fielder at mid-off, and this time he goes up and over the onside. That's huge. That ball is out of here. So what was looking like a very good over has just been spoilt by those last 2 sixes. 15 from the over, 26 for 1.
Got an opportunity, went down on one knee and sent it packing. A fantastic 6 to end the over. 5 overs gone, 26 for 1.
This is Taskin Ahmed. Now, this is a contest I like to watch, because one thing about the nations, the associate nations such as UAE and a few other countries that play at this level, is that they don't really encounter someone who could bowl express pace. Everyone in the 125 to 130, and that's their comfort zone. But throw in somebody who could have some bounce and pace, just like Taskin, just like Ibadat. This is going to be the test. Now, this is something I really like to see how they would cope. And Taskin Ahmed, he's a sharp bowler. He's pretty quick, and he bowls at really decent pace. And his first over, and he had a fair bit of pace, had movement as well, bounce, pace, as we said. And you could see, look at the carry through, and look at how he beats the batsman. It's the line, it's the length, and it's also the pace. It's really good bowling, and finally finding that outside edge.
Definitely, and they're facing a quality bowling here. And they're struggling to find those odd boundaries, and even they cannot pick the singles.
Has to be. Yes, it is. Wasim, he was given, he moved inside the line, it was full and going at the stumps, and that looked pretty plumb to me. And Taskin Ahmed going for that full-length delivery. Look at where Wasim is. You could see the leg stump, and the chances are that it would be clipping or at least hitting that leg stump. He had moved so much across, and I think that was out.
A beautiful piece of bowling here by Taskin. Bowling on the off stump continuously, and this time bought in. And Wasim walks back, making 18, and UAE 27 for 2 after 5.3.
Oh, really? All right, so it's not a good feeling for UAE. It is, how do you pronounce that first name? Eurythia Arvind? Is that the right name?
Yeah, it's a Vrithya.
Vrithya, okay. Vrithya. It's a V, right? I saw it like a U. I beg your pardon. Arvind, my humble apologies. It's Vrithya Arvind. So his strike rate is 134.25. 97 is best. And 2 wickets gone, the 2 openers. And we got Taskin Ahmed really fired up here, bowling with a lot of pace and bounce. Look at the carry, look at the pace. Now, I would have loved to have spoken about Mohammad Wasim, because, unfortunately, let's take a look at his wicket again. Moved across his stumps. One would have felt that it was just slipping down the leg side, but he got across his stumps. It was full. And I just got a glimpse of bringing him here. And also he was part of your team that when you ran a club. I believe you enjoyed it. And again, hitting that bat hard.
Yes, definitely, it was way back in 2017 I found this gem playing somewhere in Ajman, and luckily I found him, and since 2017 he is with me, and he had played a couple of seasons for my team, and he's a rare talent. UAE has some records to his name. He has got 2 centuries in T20 International against Ireland, and he has the fastest 50 in Abu Dhabi T10, scoring just in 12 deliveries. So very interesting character, Mohammad Wasim, a powerful batsman and hitter.
End of 6. exciting times. We'll talk about it. And that gave some meat to that power play before this happened. In the last over of the power play, Taskin Ahmed. Well, UAE will have to step a little bit on the gas. They just can't afford to fall back too much. They need to make sure that they catch up as they go on.
Really becoming a tough chase for UAE. Man in form, Chirag Suri and Mohammad Wasim back in the pavilion. And two youngster, Arvind and Lakra. Lakra, who has led the under-19 UAE team, which went to South Africa. And Roshan, he has worked really hard on his fitness. He used to weigh at around 100-105 kgs when he was playing under-19 cricket. But now he's fit, and he made his debut this season. He has a very good start in the 50-over format in USA.
Down the wicket, not in control, should be taken easily. And the reverse cup, quite easily taken at extra cover. Lakra goes, pressure building on UAE. One thing is the scoreboard pressure, then also the dot balls by the Bangladesh bowlers who are getting their act together. And UAE under some strife here.
Trying to break the shackles here, Aryan Lakra coming out of the crease and straight into the hands of the fielder. And the score is 29 for 3 after 6.3 UAE.
Well, the captains at the non-strikers in because Rizwan crossed on that shot. Strike rate just over 100. He needs to improve that. The modern T20 game, the modern T20 player, you would expect to have a strike rate in the region of about 120, 130. Arabi non-strike, and he's done. Pushed through quicker, gave himself too much room outside the off stump, stayed down a little bit as well. And UAE loses another one. This is not a great batting performance. And that dugout tells you a story. They are stunned by the fact that Bangladesh have been picking wickets. Right, it's Basil Hamid, he's the new batsman at the UAE on 29 for 4 in the 7th over. And Mossadegh on a hat-trick. He's got 2 wickets of consecutive deliveries. Lakra and Arvind. Lakra caught at extra cover. Then Arvind done by a delivery that was pushed through quicker, giving himself room and being bowled, and a slip comes in. Cover saving 1. Extra cover in about 10 yards from the 30-yard circle, so is mid-wicket. But quite a few fielders outside the 30-yard circle. 5 of them outside the 30-yard circle. Mossadegh got a hat-trick. And straight away in a good area, and Basil Hamid doing well. And this is that wicket of Arvind. Look how low it was. It stayed down. He gave himself room and hit almost the middle of middle stump. So he gets off the mark with a single, but this is turning out to be a very good over from the young off-spinner Mossadegh. 7 overs completed, 2 runs and 2 wickets, 30 for 4, UAE. I don't know whether Shabir Ahmad is considered even a part-timer. I haven't seen him bowl much, but he's bowling here. Looking at the options. Fielded well at short third man, only a single. But it's good to see Bangladesh trying out these options. In T20 cricket, these could be very useful. There could be times that you would want an over or two at a difficult time from someone. And when you have handy players like this, who could put their hands up and do that. Apesh. Just a single. Shabir Ahmad looking to bowl leg breaks.
They're in complete control this match, and why not give it a try? And Sabir into his first over.
To be Shabir Rahman. I kept calling him Shabir Ahmad, but he's Shabir Rahman.